Hello, my name is Kelly McCount. I'm the teacher, author, and owner of Teaching Math and More LLC. Today on the Teaching Math and More channel, we are talking about how to teach subtraction fluency for everyone in your classroom to help students increase their math skills and competency. So where do you start? The goal of subtraction fluency is to teach your students how to recall subtraction facts. Let's say that again. The goal of subtraction fluency is to teach your students how to recall subtraction facts. Goals are good to know because that's where you're going. That's where you're headed. The end goal for subtraction fluency is to have your students be able to recall their subtraction facts with no errors. When students know how to use subtraction math facts through conceptual learning, they will succeed. So how can you help your students master subtraction fluency? Subtraction fluency is a way of teaching math skills to your students in a meaningful way with fact strategies and memorization. Teaching subtraction fluency doesn't have to be stressful or overwhelming. Let's look at the following steps for subtraction fluency in your classroom. In the introduction video to math fluency, we talked about what math fluency is. We usually hear it called math fact fluency. Students are able to recall quickly addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division facts. This fluency extends through middle school, and students need to be able to quickly recall these math facts through conceptual learning, fact strategies, and memorization. We've talked about the 4 components to determine mastery of math fluency. Now let's look at the 4 key components and how they apply to subtraction fluency and resources you can use to help your students now. The first part of subtraction fluency is flexibility. Having flexibility teaching math facts happens when students interact with subtraction to develop a conceptual understanding. Students are exploring subtraction facts to build on the foundation of math fluency from addition fluency to subtraction fluency. So let's look at some examples. Teaching flexibility for subtraction fluency is using counters, manipulatives, to subtract within 20 for first and second graders. Here's an example picture of subtracting manipulatives. Here we have 3 bears minus 1 blue bear leaves us with 2 bears in total. That's the difference. By using the manipulatives, it helps students start to develop a concrete understanding of each number being taken away. This is also a great time to introduce terms such as equals, subtrahend, minuend, minus, and difference. Students need to be introduced correctly to these terms to develop an appropriate understanding of subtraction. Part 2 of subtraction fluency are the strategies. It's where the student chooses the subtraction strategy to use. It must be an appropriate strategy for subtraction fluency. So let's look at the top 8 strategies now. Number 1, subtracting 0 is any number minus 0 is always the original number. Here is 1 minus 0, which equals 1, the original number. Subtracting 0 does not change the original number. Number 2, doubles. Doubles are the same number added twice. So 2 numbers added together equal a sum that is double the original number. Here we have the same number subtracted from a double and the answer. For example, 4 minus 2 equals 2. Number 3, count backwards or forwards using a number line to count by ones. Number 4, draw a picture. Students can draw a picture with dots, tally marks, or even a 10 frame. Number 5, make 10. Students can use addition fact families of 10 to quickly find sums of 10, and this can also be used to find the difference. Number 6, subtract all. Any number minus the same number always equals 0. Number 7, checking the answer. Add the subtrahend and the difference to find the minuend. For example, if 8 minus 3 equals 5, then 3 plus 5 equals 8. And number 8, part whole, is a good strategy for addition and subtraction when understanding that a whole equals 1 part and 1 part. So here's the example. 3 whole minus 1 part equals 2 parts. If you want this resource, Subtraction Strategies poster, you can find the link and download it in the description of this video. Part 3 of subtraction fluency is efficiency. Specifically, when we are talking about math fluency of math facts, it is done quickly, rather in 2 seconds or less to recall a math fact. As this continues to extend into middle school, math facts for grades 6 and beyond will also need to be recalled quickly. So let's look at different ways to assess subtraction fluency. There are 3 ways to assess for efficiency. Number 1 is a time test that can be done in 2 minutes or less. Students demonstrate on paper which facts they know quickly within the 2-minute timer. Number 2, running record demonstrates how your students are applying strategies to solve math facts. Students share their thinking to solve the math fact problem and give the answer. Running records primarily track growth from one period of time to another. Number 3, interview is orally given by the teacher and asks the student to solve each addition fact to the teacher without necessarily having a timer present, but rather answering within a timely manner. This can take the stress or anxiety of a time test off of students. Part 4 of math fluency is accuracy. It's the last part and probably the most important one. Practicing and memorizing subtraction facts that are accurate and correct only. So be sure to make corrections and share with students only correct answers. Let's look at some ways to practice and memorize correct facts. Top technique number 1 are cards. Flashcards are a great way for math fluency, but even better when you have a partner to check your answer for correctness. It's also excellent to use and practice with a math center in your classroom. I encourage parents to keep a set of flashcards in the car. It's a great use of time to get a little more practice in. These subtraction flashcards are in the Teaching Math and More shop. Top technique number 2 is practicing. Math fluency practice can be as easy as a practice worksheet that the kids color and solve problems. It's great for kids who need the practice but also want to color too. These subtraction worksheets are also found in the Teaching Math and More shop. Top technique number 3 are games. Math games for subtraction fluency are fun and engaging when they are played together at a group or a math center in class. This game is Subtraction Fluency, where you shuffle the cards and add the predetermined subtrahend to the card drawn. Students then have to cover the difference with a counter bear. Player with the most bears wins. So fun, and kids can play this in pairs. These subtraction games are found in the Teaching Math and More shop. So why is it important? Subtraction fluency is important because it helps students' ability to solve more difficult problems quicker and more accurately. 2, it builds students' confidence in their math ability to solve difficult problems. And 3, it leads to success in students' future mathematics courses. There is a solution to the problem of teaching subtraction fluency. Try teaching with the 4-part approach. You can plan for fluency of mathematics for your students today. Grab the math fluency notes for this series today. It's a 5-part video series about how to achieve math fluency. Each quick 6-minute video will give you tips, strategies, and resources to develop a math fluency plan to meet the needs of all your students. Get clear on how to help your students achieve math fluency today. The link for the notes is in the description of this video. For more information about the math fluency video series, be sure to check out the description of this video. If you like this video and you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you're notified of new videos. And don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video today. Thank you for supporting Teaching Math and More, and I'll see you next time for video 3 of the Math Fluency series.